Oh, welcome to my car tour. Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing my car tour. This is my car. It's a VW Golf 1.4 in white. It's a 63 plate, which means it was made in September 2013. I got it recently because I previously had the blue Fiat 500. It just didn't meet up to my standards anymore. So I'm going to show you around. Let's go. So these are my keys. First we have this key that folds out. We've got this, which is from Claire's Accessories, my poofy poof. This, which is from New Look, and this is what Matthew got me when we were in Hollywood. So we're gonna look inside the car. As you can see, we have a black interior, we have cloth seats, and then this nice leather steering wheel. So when I went to buy this car, I wanted to make sure that I had a car that basically had all the technology in it and that was easy to drive, because I do a lot of long distance driving these days and I'm in my car an awful lot. So I wanted a car that was comfortable, easy to drive, and yeah, full of all the technology so I could just have a nice smooth ride. So the first thing that I wanted in a car was cruise control. Now cruise control is awesome if you don't know what it is. Cruise control basically keeps the car at a constant speed and you don't have to use the pedals. So you'd use cruise control if you were on a long journey and you're on the motorway and you wanted to stick it on 70 and not have to use the pedals and just steer. It's also really good for like if you're doing a long journey and you're kind of tired. I know you shouldn't drive when you're tired. Sometimes I've found in the past when I'm driving, when I've had a long day, that you'll just be going along like this and you'll look down and you're doing like 90 and you didn't even realise. So cruise control is great because it keeps it at constant speed and you can make sure you're within the speed limit. So this cruise control, however, is awesome because it's smart cruise control. Say if I'm driving along and then some idiot comes and cuts me up or the traffic slows down, the car will brake itself and it will slow down at a safe speed until there's enough distance in front of it to go back up to the speed I set it to. I can also change the speed of the cruise control on the steering wheel, so if I'm feeling like I want to go a bit faster, I can change the speed on here and it's awesome. Or if I want to slow down, likewise. The next thing, which was a must-have in a car that I wanted Bluetooth, where I could connect my music and my phone. I had so many external devices that did this in my other car and it got annoying because they broke, there were cables everywhere and it just really pissed me off. I have a sound system here which I can connect my phone to, my Bluetooth to, and I can make phone calls. It also has DAB radio, which is also awesome. I can control everything from my steering wheel or by a quick press of the touch screen button here. Another thing that it has that I really wanted was built-in sat-nav. Again, I don't like cables. I just find them annoying. They're distracting. You get your hands caught in them if you go to grab something. So I have built-in sat-nav in my car, and it's a Garmin sat-nav. So it's like a special branded sat-nav. So it comes up with like McDonald's, Morrison's. It comes up with petrol stations. You can see it on the screen when you're driving along. This car is also an automatic. I never ever thought the day would come that I would own an automatic car because I do enjoy driving. I've rented so many cars recently which have been automatic and I've really enjoyed the fact that I don't have to think about anything, that they do it themselves. One thing though, it does take a little bit of getting used to when you're driving an automatic car, because obviously when you drive a manual you have the clutch. When you go to driving an automatic, this leg kind of gets made redundant. You have the urge to keep wanting to put down on the clutch. So in that respect, it's kind of annoying. This car also has a handbrake, which is just a button, which is kind of strange. And it also has start-stop, which basically means if I'm in traffic and I come to a standstill, the engine will cut off and then it'll start again when I'm ready to go. It's got automatic hold as well. So again, when I come to a stop and I'm on a hill, it will just hold itself, which is great. It's got automatic lights. So I just have to turn it on the auto thing and the lights will come on when it's dark. I have a really cool hidden compartment here, which when I open it up, it's got a cable in for an iPhone. I had to pay extra for the iPhone 6 cable because it only came with an iPhone 4. It's got air conditioning and it's also got parking sensors, which is awesome. We also have an, I can't even open it. Oh my God. Math. Aha, okay. We also have an emergency sunglasses compartment where if I forgot my sunglasses, I just put the emergency car sunglasses on. And then both of these have sliding mirrors with lights, so I can touch up my makeup if I need to. My eyelashes coming off. I'll keep my sunglasses on then. Now I'm going to show you around the car and what I keep in the car. So first up, so in here we have a birthday card Hello! Some snotty tissues because I have a cold. There's also enough space here for a really fat water bottle, which is awesome, which is normally where I put my water bottle. The passenger seat is normally for my handbag, so I normally keep my handbag on the passenger seat because it's normally me. But if not, I'll just sling it in the back. So this is an armrest, right? But when you open it, inside, I like to keep chewing gum and a snack. So I have some Coconut Bliss Naked Bar snacks in there. It's normally for when I finish the gym. I like to have like a little snack ready. Another important factor about this car, which was very important when I was buying it, was it's got to have good cup holders, in which this does. So my cup holders are down here. They have like these little pushy things, so when you put your cup in, it kind of grips it so it doesn't fall around everywhere. In my glove compartment, we have the new I Love New York bear, which Ellie got me. I've had him years and he's been in every single car, so I keep him in there because I see him as good luck. This is the old cable, the iPhone 4 cable, so if anyone wants an iPhone 4 cable, let me know. And then we have just some info on the car. This is my Yankee Candle Lemon Lavender car air freshener, and I had it in my old car and I put it in my new car. I feel like instantly at home in my new car. It smelled like the car sales place and it made me feel a bit weird, like I was driving someone else's car, so I had to put this in it. Got loads of buttons up here for lights, like so many different lights. I don't even know how they work properly yet. So this is what I keep in the boot of my car. We just have some ASOS packages that I need to take back to the post office to be sent back. But what I always keep in here is a bag for life for shopping. That is rubbish by the looks of it. That's probably from when I went shopping. I always keep screen wash because it's winter and it's always muddy and rainy. That I always use lots of screen wash, so I like to make sure it's topped up. I also have a towel. This is for the dogs, so when dogs come in the car, we can dry them off and make sure they're not making anything muddy and gross. These are the back seats of it, right? Which I think is really cool. I'm not going to ever be a passenger in my own car unless someone's driving me home drunk and I have to be thrown in the back. There's a little armrest for the guests of the car, and they get their own cup holders too. So I'm very excited to go on a friend's adventure, probably with Ellie and Chad, and the grumpy boys can sit in the back and us gals can sit in the front, and they get their own cup holders for their beer, their coffee or something. It's probably the smoothest car that I've ever driven. You can't really feel the lumps and bumps. And it's nice because like when I brake and like push the brake in, it like pauses, it just like holds the car itself. So on a hill, at a junction, I don't have to do anything. I literally brake, go, which is really nice. I mean, I do feel really, really lazy, and I used to always shun people that drove automatics. But you know what? Why not just make your life easier for yourself? And it's really, really quiet as well. You can't hear this car. This feels like a car advert for my car, but it's not. I'm just talking about how much I love it. I traded in my old car and I used how much that was worth as a deposit on this one, and now I pay monthly for this one because cars are expensive, especially with Volkswagen, so I couldn't afford to pay for it. So I pay for it monthly, so it's just like another bill. It's quite fuel economic as well, which is nice. And it's very, very fast as well. The only thing that I do not like about it is because it's an automatic, sometimes when you need to get going really fast for any reason, like you just have to, you can't really, because if you hit too hard on the accelerator, then the wheels spin a bit. But it's fine, everything else is pretty fast once you're going. I haven't really had my car for that long. It hasn't been lived in yet, but I intend to keep it nice and clean. It always ends up the case though that your car ends up being like a second home, but I vow to try to keep this car tidy and with no dents in and no rubbish and no vomiting and no God knows what else. So that, everyone, was my car. Thanks very much for watching, and I'm very chuffed with it. Hope you have a great day. Bye.